Today on the Canadian Way, the 2010 Volvo XC90. XC90 stand for Extremely Cocky 90s Kids. I've borrowed this car from Autopublic Mirabel, which is a small dealership located in Mirabel, specialized in affordable used car for everyone. They have vehicles for all your needs, including commercial vehicles. Go check out their amazing inventory on their website, link in the description below. Bonjour, hi. A big thank you to Autopublic Mirabel for letting me review this XC90. The XC90 arrived here in North America in 2003, and it was the first luxury SUV to be family oriented. Here we have a 2010 Volvo XC90. This is the first generation and it lasts 11 years. And when it was new, it started at $48,000, but depending on the option, it can rise the price to $70,000. Nowadays, a 2010 XC90 worth around $10,000, but this particular one, which has a low mileage, worth $11,000. Today, I'm going to show you around the XC90 and where it belongs on the Canadian scale. The general looks of the XC90 is elegant and modern, and it looks like a sexy Swedish woman that has a little bit of overweight. Here we have a nice elegant grills and modern big headlamps. We also have nice and hard front bumper that protects you but kills pedestrian. And from the side, the XC90 looks elegant. You got that nice body line here that goes all the way through the back that makes the XC90 doesn't look like a minivan. And here on the fender, you'll find a nice black plastic trim that protects against scratches. Here we have 235/60/18 tires, which is less expensive to replace than a 2011 RAV4.
I hate when you do that.
Here, I really love the attention to the detail about that Volvo because it's written XC on the wheels. It's because you can't put these wheels on anything else than on an XC. We have here a heavy-duty roof rack that is so much solid. Solid, like if you hit a Volvo on the side, you'll be killed. The rear hand looks elegant, and that's the body line that I was talking previously that ends up with the tail light, which looks super elegant. We have the huge back glass that helps you see your kids before you smash them. The rear bumper here, so tough, like Beginning the interior with the trunk.
What the hell is that?
It's a tailgate! It's a tailgate! Seriously, every SUV should have a tailgate. Here you'll find 249 liters of cargo space, and you'll find a 12-volt outlet here. To lower the third row, you need to go in the front. Now that we have found the way to do it, we have 1,178 liters of cargo space. Now that the second row seats are down, we have 2,403 liters of cargo space. And like every Swedish vehicles, we have tons of room. And as you can see, the floor is flat. Getting in the back seat, the door opens pretty wide. The driver's seat is back up as its maximum backup position, and I have enough space for my legs and tons of headrooms. That's to protect you when you roll over. And the seats are so much comfortable. Here in the back door, you'll find a window switch and storage space at the bottom. You'll also find an air vent here to defrost your rear windows and heat up your kids. Here on the second row seat, you'll find 2 DVD players in the headrests. You have all the buttons here to control it. But if you want to adjust the volumes and had your headphones, you have here auxiliary plugs underneath, and this on each sides. Here in the back of the center control, you'll find a 12-volt outlet and a ashtray in case your kids are smoking. Here you'll find 2 cup holders, and if you want more storage space, you can remove the center console. Watch this. Pull the latch underneath and you can completely remove the center console. I've never saw that in any SUV now. Getting access in the third row seat, the access is very ridiculous. You have to pull the lever here on the side of the second row seat, pull the lever underneath. I'm in. As you can see, I barely fit in the third row seat because it's made for kids. But as usual, Volvo seats are so much comfortable. A nice feature from Volvo is that the third row seats is completely flat. And the reason for that is because the bottom of the seat goes completely through the floor. So check this out. And to put it back in, pull the latch here. Here you go. What a great idea, Volvo. So here on my side, you'll see some storage space, 2 cup holders, and the place here in the middle, there's another storage space. On my right side, you'll find another 2 cup holders here, one in the front, one in the back, and a storage space here, which is pretty useful. Getting in the front seat, the door opens pretty wide. I have plenty of rooms. The seats are very comfortable. The driving position is amazing, and I have access to everything. There's an issue with those leather seats with the tan colors at Volvo, is that the dye is peeling away with times. So as a result, seat looks like that. Although it doesn't happen with the black one, because when you go black, you never go back. Not to forget that these leather seats have memory seats and lumbar supports. Here in the front door panel, you'll find all your switch for your windows, the switch to adjust your mirrors, and a switch to lock all windows, and a switch to lock the doors. Another thing I find weird is that there's only one switch to lock and unlock all the doors. You cannot choose if you want to lock or unlock your doors. Only one switch. Lock, unlock. Lock, unlock. Next to the driver door, you'll find a switch for your headlights, a switch for the cluster lights, and both switch here are for the cornering lights, and a switch for the fuel door. Here, your parking brake lever. Like every modern car these days, you'll find button that you can control your radio, your volumes, and it's wrapped with a beautiful wood trim on the steering wheel. Volvo radio are very easy to use. I won't explain it because they're so much simple, but one thing not to forget is that the keyboard here is made for the radio preset and not for your phone. Here underneath the radio, you'll find climate control, and easy to use as well. so nothing very much to explain. Here is where the party begins, because there's so much nice technology feature in an 11 years old SUV. Let's check this out. Here you have a blind spot monitor switch, which is located right over there, and it lights up an orange light. Here you'll find a directional headlight switch. Yes, when you turn a corner, the headlights turn with you. That's nice. Here you'll find the child lock switch. Yes, Volvo had a child lock switch here, so the driver can control it. That's nice. That's very nice. Here you'll find the switch to retract your both mirror on each side. Here you'll find a parking sensor, and on the next side you'll find a proximity sensor. That's nice. For an 11 years old car, a proximity sensor and a 12-volt outlet. Next to the shifter you'll find two cup holders. Here the center console is wrapped with a beautiful quality leather and a nice place to store your CDs. That's nice. Here we have an inline 6 3.2 liters and have 235 horsepower and 236 foot-pounds of torque, and combined to a 6-speed automatic transmission, we average 12.9 liters per 100 kilometer. As we have an inline 6 transversal engine here, we have no room, and something can be expensive to replace. And like every luxury vehicle, you may follow the maintenance chart because it can be really expensive. Here we have independent suspension on each corner and disc brake on each corner, and not to forget that it's only offered all-wheel drive, and it can also tow 5,000 pounds. Driving the XC90. The first thing I've noticed is the visibility, which is very great, very great. I see everything around me easily. I even see the front end of my car, which is very great. The sound deadening is very good, it's very quiet. The drivetrain is fine for everyday driving. You won't have any problem for overthinking people. And it's very smooth. Like every Volvo, the steering wheel is very heavy, and the vehicle feels very heavy too. Although the suspension is on the comfort side, and matched to these leather seats, it's so comfortable. Forget the sportness though, the vehicle is on the comfort side. Overall, the driving experience of the XC90 is like all the rest of the vehicle, luxurious and family oriented.
Oh, Andrew, the XC90.
What are you talking about? That's an empty wall.
Special effects. There's an XC90.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, the XC90.
The XC90, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I have a beer?
The XC90, well, it's a luxury vehicle, it's comfortable, family oriented. Is that my kind of vehicle? Well, not really. I'm not. I was not so impressed. And if I had to choose between a Tribeca or a XC90, I'll choose the Tribeca.
So do I. It's not that the XC90 is bad. It's a very good vehicle. But let's be honest, it's more of a personal point at this point.
Yeah.
Because they're both very close. It's very more personal right now as a choice. And I can see why some people would choose the XC90 over the Tribeca. And I personally would take the Tribeca over the XC90. But it's they're both very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tribeca handles better. But the Volvo is smoother. Even smoother.
Smoother and seats comfortable.
Oh, the
Better,
seats of the
better,
Volvo.
better.
Oh, the seats. Volvo, keep doing these seats. It's like, oh, mamma mia. Oh, Andrew, where do we scale the XC90?
I would recommend.
Recommend.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
No.
These vehicles are reliable if you follow the maintenance chart. If you don't follow it, when it's gonna start to break, you're gonna cry out. But you need to follow the maintenance charts, and if you follow it, they're reliable. The dealer that we borrowed, the Auto Public Mirabel, had one with 400,000 kilometers. Now, some people are gonna say, "Oh, 400,000 kilometers." In Canada, it's like 3 billion. In Quebec, Canada, it's like 3 billion. By the way, do you know which city has been named the worst city to drive for the road condition in North America?
Montreal.
Yeah. How did you guess it?
I don't know.
Not even Mexico City. So we're proud to have bad road.
So the XC90 is Canadian recommend.